Jai Hind, friends. I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the latest news of the day. Now, Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang, who was missing for more than 3 weeks, and there were media speculation, social media speculation as to where he was. It's very unusual in a straight-jacketed society like China, especially a very, very formal structure like the CCP, for a very senior member of the Chinese Communist Party to just disappear like that. But Qin Gang apparently disappeared. He was gallivanting with his mistress or his girlfriend, so the rumor mills say, and he was not available. Now, he's been sacked. This guy has been sacked. Apparently, he was extremely close to Xi Jinping. And now Wang Yi, his predecessor, has been brought back into the role of China's foreign minister. Wang Yi was also sacked during COVID times. So, I mean, both these people, both these guys have been sacked at one point in time, and both of them were made foreign minister. And now he is back to his role, which means that Wang Yi is now again foreign minister of China. In a society like China, especially controlled, absolutely controlled by the CCP. The CCP cannot be made to look weak, cannot become a laughing stock. And I think what really hurt Xi Jinping in this case was in Chinese social media, there were a lot of rumors as to where the foreign minister had disappeared. There were jokes and there were memes, and within the limited freedom of expression that the Chinese people have, they were having a field day and they were making fun of everybody. And Xi Jinping is called Winnie the Pooh, by the way, because he looks like that famous cartoon character. And anybody in China who calls Xi Jinping Winnie the Pooh is apparently thrown into prison because you can't call him Winnie the Pooh. This is news from China. There is another news from Europe. You've all heard about the Quran burning in Sweden, after which the Iraqis got very upset and they burnt the Swedish embassy, I beg your pardon, the Swedish embassy. They burnt it to the ground, and there were widespread protests in the Islamic world. As a reaction, in Denmark, yesterday they again burnt a Quran. So this is the second incident in the last, let's say, week, 10 days that has happened. And why is this happening? I'd like to take a few minutes and delve into it a little bit in detail. See, first of all, everybody condemns the burning of the Quran. It should not be done. Any holy book, for that matter, must be respected. But European laws allow for the burning of holy books. It's not just the Quran, and many Muslims think that it is meant as a tool to corner them, to insult or humiliate them. That may or may not be true, because these people are happy to burn the Bible. They are happy to burn any holy book. Slowly and slowly, many European Christians are moving towards atheism. So they don't believe in this concept. Many of them, I'm not saying all of them, but many of them don't believe in this idea of God, and they are atheists, and they believe that free speech should have no limits. And if burning of the Quran or burning of the Bible is their way of a free expression, that should be allowed. And that is exactly what is upheld by the constitution of most of, I think, all of the European countries, especially in Western Europe. So now this has happened in Denmark. And with the rise of the far right, oblique fascist forces in countries like Italy and other places in Europe, this is not the end of the Quran burning. I'm telling you that there are going to be more incidences. Very unfortunate that are going to lead to clashes and attacks. But this is what is going to happen, because there are clearly two thought processes here. One is the thought process of a lot of people, Muslims who have settled down there and Muslims all over the world, in which the Holy Quran is, there is a certain sanctity to it, and you cannot question there can't be any issue of changing even a comma or a full stop in the Holy Quran. It is what it is, has been like that for 1400 years and will remain like that for eternity. That is largely the Muslim thought process. And the European thought process, which may or may not condemn the burning of the Holy Quran, but their thought process is that free speech should have no limits, and burning of somebody's holy book, the right to offend a person, is upheld by the constitution. So let's see where it goes, but this is not the end. There are more people in Europe who are going to do this. Unfortunately, very unfortunate, must be condemned, and we do condemn it wholeheartedly. But this Quran burning thing has just started. It is my estimate that it's going to happen in more countries, unfortunately. And I think there needs to be better dialogue between the two communities so this can come to a stop, because this can flare up anytime. The Charlie Hebdo cartoons, that was also free speech, and the cartoonists and the people who made those cartoons of the Prophet, and there was a severe backlash, right? People were killed, that sort of backlash. But the thing is that those people are now heroes in France. They're heroes of Europe. And people in Europe feel that they gave up their life for free speech and they're heroes. So these are two very different schools of thought, and I think somewhere they need to come in between and meet and shake hands, and life should go on as normal, because one side keeps on provoking the other, it will end up badly for Europe, because now a lot of immigrants who have come to Europe, a lot, not all, but a lot of them are Muslims, and obviously they'll feel extremely hurt if you do something like that to the Quran. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you. If you like this video, press like, and I'll catch you again tomorrow with another fresh video. Till then, take care. Jai Hind.